Hi everybody, this is Pam with Jesus Junk Journals, and we are going to go on with this add-on kit. This is a little complicated, so here we go. I went ahead and got 4 circles ready because I know I'm going to need those here in a little bit. And so I've got these pieces, which are on page 8, and I've got page 7, which is a base panel, and I've got page 6. So 6, 7, and 8. And I'm going to take this panel that says page 6 and ink it. And same thing with page 7. I'm going to ink both of those on the edges. Okay, I'm going to take my scoreboard, and let's see, I think actually I better glue these together before I do that. So I'm going to glue these back to back. Actually, okay, this is a little tricky. We're gonna put a third panel in between here. So let's actually do that first. So we're going to take these pieces, and that's a pocket that's going to glue onto here. Take these and ink these. All right, so I'm going to take the scoreboard and do this little fold tab, this little glue tab. Score that. I wanted that glue tab to be in between these two when you glue them. That's why I was stopping, because I want to put it like this. So I'm going to glue this down first. And so I'm going to glue this on this edge. So that makes your third panel. And then I'm going to take this and glue on top. I'm going to fold that over, and then we're going to score this, and it's 2 thicknesses, so it's going to be a little stiff, but we will keep working with it till we get it to fold the way we want it to. So I'm going to line up, there's a little mark there and a little mark there, and so I'm going to line that up as best I can. Ooh, jumped over again. Okay, and persuade it. Take a bone folder, if I can find one, and make sure it folds as flat as you can get it. And because paper has a thickness, you're always going to have a little bit of an edge on one or the other. And so that it has a little edge sticking out there. I'm just going to trim it off. Okay, so this is the pocket that glues here. So we can go ahead and glue that on. So put your glue on this curved edge all the way down. And line that up. There's that pocket. And then on this page, which is, did I leave it? This is page 9. You're going to cut this pocket out. And it goes on the other side of this curve. Now, before we glue it on, we're going to ink it, and then we're also going to cut a window in it. So you can, if you have anything round or you have a round stencil, you can use that. And I'm going to see, what do I have? if I have anything like that. And I'm going to take a pencil and just do a really light line, hopefully. Okay, so there's a line. I'm going to take an X-Acto knife. If you don't want to use an X-Acto knife, you can stab scissors through it and work your way around that way. And you also don't have to use a circle. You can use a rectangle or square. You could take like this, whoops, this, and draw around that if you wanted a rounded rectangle. And then I'm going to ink the edge of that. And actually, I can ink the rest of it once I glue that on. And it looks like I'm going to have to trim it back maybe just a little bit to get it to lay right. So I think I'm going to preempt that and just use a ruler and an X-Acto knife and trim that off just a hair. Just like that much. Probably a 1/16 of an inch or so. Because I know it's going to stick out and it's going to get in the way. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and ink that edge. Okay, so this, now you can, if you want to, you can, and actually, I think I do want to put an acetate piece over this. So I'm going to get a piece of acetate, and I just use, you know, leftover packaging. If I can find a piece that's clean. This looks like it's got stuff stuck all over it. Like I laid it in some paint or something. So I'm just going to cut a chunk where it's not folded and it doesn't have paint on it. See if I got a big enough piece to cover that. And I do. And I'm just going to put one layer. So, is that big enough? No, this lays flatter, so I'm going to cut this back. Okay, throw all this away, and I'm not sure if I'm going to use Fabri-Tac. I think that might work better. You can use glitter glue with acetate if you clamp it and let it dry really well. So I think I'm going to try using this. I think it might hold it better. And where's my appetite? My acetate. I started to say appetite. Acetate. Make sure it's flat, as flat as you can get it. And now I'm going to glue that on here on 3 sides with my glitter glue. Okay, so line this up. Okay, so there's a window and a pocket, so you can put something in there behind the window. And then on this side, you've got this pocket. And so now we're ready to move on to the rest of it. The next thing we're going to do is the Adamson's seed catalog pocket that we're going to cut out. And so it says panel 3 reverse pocket, that was that one, and front panel 2, so that's this panel, 2 top and bottom flaps of a pocket. So that's where those go. I tried to drop breadcrumbs on here so we would know kind of where things went. Okay, and score these. Okay, so this is the bottom pocket, and then this will be the top flap that goes up above it, and this is what has the 2 circles. So and I'm going to round these corners off. Oh. And ink it. And so these will go, this will go here, and this goes down here. And then you put your 2 circles here and here. So let me get my little metal fasteners out. And the crocodile. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and glue these on. So I'm going to put glue on my tabs. Oh, okay, so you guys, I haven't gotten a chance to talk to anybody on a video, but I went to this huge Christian rally. It was actually for Flashpoint, which is a Christian TV news show. And they had a big live presentation over in Tulsa. So I went to that. 10,000 people showed up. It was full, and they had to go to the overflow, which was very encouraging. I'm going to go ahead and glue this on. And the next night, it was Mario Murillo, and he had a miracle service. And again, I think they had 12,000 show up that night. So they went well into the overflow and had to turn people away. And they're planning on, they've got 20 cities that are asking them to please come. People were getting saved, coming forward by the hundreds. And the first night, he had so many, he had to stop them from coming down because there wasn't room for them all. And the next night, I thought, well, most of these people probably were there last night, so this won't happen again. I was wrong. It happened again. The aisles were full. I was clear up in the top. We stood in line for, I don't know, an hour and a half. And the line went clear out to the road for this arena. And we ended up getting behind the stage and up at the very top. So it was, there were campers in the parking lot from Michigan and Montana and just all kinds of places. And again, the second night, people were just crowding the aisles to go forward to get saved. And it was just so awesome. It reminded me of Billy Graham's crusades. And, you know, he didn't do a big emotional invitation. He did it at the very beginning, and he said he was going to do that for that reason, because he knew it was going to be God that did it, not him and any sort of emotional thing that he did. And he was exactly right. It was amazing to see. And he proceeded to have people get healed all over the auditorium. Okay, so I think what I'll do is attach one and then try to line this up with the second one. So I've got my little metal fasteners. But what it said to me was, revival is happening. So that was super encouraging. Okay, so I'm going to put this, okay, let me get a ruler. And so this is roughly 5, 2.5 is the middle. I'm going to mark it. Let's see. So here is the middle. And so, where'd my circles go? There they are. Okay, so I'm going to put my 2 circles together. I don't think I got the center of that very well. It's actually there. Oh, well, we'll see what happens. All right. Okay. And then put my little fasteners through there. Yeah, that's not quite centered. Oh, well, I don't think any of them are that I've done, but push that through that mark I made. So there's one circle. And then here's the other one. This looks a little more centered. See if I can hit that with the punch. Sorta. And put that in. And then, where's my pencil? Let's see, so something like there. Kind of hate to cover that white flower up if I can help it, but, and I'm lifting this up to punch it through. I might have to glue my pocket back down when I get done. Okay, so I'm gonna reach inside there. Okay, and spread those little feet apart. And get out my black linen thread again. Tie that in the middle. Oh, I told myself this time I was going to put a piece in the middle to space it out, and I forgot again. So, oh well, this rope kind of spaces it out when I tie the knots under there somewhat. And then something like that. Do that. Okay. All right, so there's that. And I think I'm going to stop on this video and let you catch up to this and do these parts, and then we will come back on the next video. I'm going to go ahead and touch this up with ink. I'm going to also, I think, go over to the sewing machine and see if I can sew through any of this. And then I will pick up on the next video. So thank you for watching. I hope you're enjoying it, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.